My earliest memory of Chris Duncan was at a seminar that him and I were at, and I was attending the seminar, but Chris was coming there to hire the speaker as a mentor. The main thing I got from him, and the reason why I decided to work with him, was he had a proven track record of success. So I wanted to start a business, and I met him at an event where it was about starting businesses. And I was talking to Chris while I was there, and Chris already had a number of successful businesses running, operating, and so on. And I thought, well, if I'm going to learn from somebody, I'm going to learn from somebody who has a proven track record of making it happen. When I went to that event, at the time I was working as an electrician. I've been working as an electrician for about 9 years, and I was making good money, but I didn't have anywhere near the freedom that I wanted to have. So part of the reason I wanted to start a business is I wanted to start a business that gave me a great income, and it also gave me the time that I craved, because I didn't like being stuck in one place all the time. I wanted the freedom to travel and run my business, not be location independent, is what I'm trying to say, with the business. And what was interesting was, after speaking to Chris, he made me realize that I had confused the means and the ends. So I thought that I wanted to start a business around travel, because I wanted more travel and the ability, freedom in my life. But what Chris made me realize is that I needed a successful business to allow me to have the income and the freedom to be able to have more travel in my life. So life before Chris was, it was frustrating really, more than anything, because I knew that I was destined for something bigger than what I was doing. I knew I had more potential than what I was living at the time. And I knew I had all that brilliance, but I didn't know how to get it out. After meeting Chris and implementing everything and using it all to get the result that I now have and the life I now have, it's amazing. And I still, every once in a while, sort of pinch myself when I realize that this is my life now. It's not just something I'm doing, it's my life. And having no income anxiety anymore, just knowing 100% that from now on, I know how to make money now. And so whether it's with the business I'm doing now or any other businesses I start in the future, I just have a system, and as long as I apply that system to any business model, any different type of business, I know I can create income and have freedom, which are just the most important things for me right now. So yeah, it's awesome. I've been thinking about starting a business probably for a year or two, and it was because I read the book Think and Grow Rich, which had been something that a friend of mine had recommended to me years and years before that. And I finally read it, and then I realized that if I wanted to be rich and not just survive or pay the bills, that I needed to be in charge of my business, or at least have something in my life that was creating income for me. So yeah, it'd been probably a year or two, and then by the time I got to the event where I met Chris, was probably about between meeting Chris at the event that I was at and actually jumping on board with him, was probably about the space of a week or so. Well, really, they need to understand that I've been there. I was that guy sitting behind the screen, looking at, I was looking at Chris behind the screen thinking, is this guy the real deal? I mean, that's a lot of money to invest. In fact, it was all the money I had in the world at the time when Chris asked me to invest with him. And I just, I was sitting there thinking, is this legit? Is this the real deal? And again, I did all my research, I found everything out, and ultimately, even though I was, almost 100% sure that it would work, and I was almost 100% sure that, I would do everything and implement it and do a good job of it, there's still that little bit of doubt that you have there. And what you've got to understand is there's never a time in life where you'll have no doubt. And just being okay with that little bit of doubt and uncertainty, and knowing that that is exactly the right thing to be feeling, because if you weren't feeling that, you wouldn't have gone to all the trouble to do all the checking and research and everything that you've done in the first place. So just trusting that that's your instinct, and that's the very thing that's making you know that you've done all the research you probably need to do, and you really just need to say, if I don't do this, and so sometimes you just need to have that courage and just say, you know what, I'm going to feel that regardless if it was this system or this system or this system or this system, and I just need to do it anyway, because it's only through the action and implementation of that that you're actually going to get anything anyway. So just do it, really, just do it. Well, the single greatest learning for me really is just imperfect action, because I'm a perfectionist by nature, so I always want everything to be perfect before I take action. But what I realized is if I wait for everything to be perfect, like there's never a perfect time, there's never a perfect system, there's never a perfect business, there's never, even me, I'm not perfect. And if I waited for all that to be perfect, all I would do is wait and wait and wait and wait, and I'd just be another year older, and I wouldn't have a business yet, and I wouldn't be helping anyone, and I'd be stuck doing things that I don't want to do. So really just, Chris, I suppose the biggest thing he really helped me with is imperfect action, and knowing that there is beauty in taking imperfect action, because through imperfect action comes learnings, and from those learnings you can improve. And unless you get into action, you're never even going to learn the things that you need to fix or change or improve to be the best you can be, or to help people better, or to have a successful business. So yeah, really just like starting, just make a start, and know it's okay for everything not to be perfect yet, so that ultimately from that you can pursue that perfection that you want to have. It's funny because Chris and I now are pretty good friends. So, you know, before, like when I first met Chris, you know, he's very professional, and he's very good at what he does, and very concise, and he has this crazy ability to always, almost annoying, to know exactly what you need to do in the moment. And he just, he's got this awesome cheekiness about him where he just, he has a confidence in what he does because he's just so good at it. And so you kind of, sometimes you almost just like hate the fact that he's so good at what he does. But he, behind all that, behind, you know, his amazingness, his excellent presentation skills, behind his amazing knowledge and experience and all of that, he is just a guy with the biggest heart, and he's the most genuine guy out there. And he really, like more than anything, just wants people to succeed. He just wants people to have the life he has. He just wants people to live their dreams and have that freedom. So yeah, really just, he's just an awesome human, like he really is, and so genuine, and so so committed to people getting their success. So yeah, I don't think that there is a better person out there to invest with and know that they are 100% committed to you getting that result. Freedom Business, we are living free. Smash it.